Okay, one more minute. Apparently, we have a wrong link in the agenda. I'll just update.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Sorry for the mix-up. That's all my fault. I've put the link for the community meeting in the agenda instead of the link for the release planning. But on the pro side, there's only two links that you need to remember for the future, because this is now a recurring meeting, and we have one link for the release planning and one for the community meeting each, and that's it. And having said that, I'll hand over to Sayan for the release planning.
Wait 1 minute. Okay, I'll share my screen.
The excitements of new hardware, we can't hear you.
No, this is still the old hardware, but it's showing me that host had disabled the screen share, like sharing of screen. Am I audible?
Yeah, it's a little silent, but you're there.
Am I better now, or it's still the same?
No, it's okay. It's better.
Okay. So it shows me that host disabled participant screen sharing. So maybe Tilo, you need to turn on.
I'll have a look.
You can take a paperboard behind you.
Sorry for that. Can you try again, please?
Sure. Yes, it works now. So my screen should be visible, I guess. Welcome everyone to the release team meeting. This is the September month bi-weekly call, monthly call, I should say. So we are having. So before we go ahead, we usually go through a round of introductions, and then we discuss this current state of releases and the release planning, and then followed by a Q&A and discussion. So quickly starting off with the introduction. So hi, I'm Sayan. I primarily look after the releases and work around the packaging that happens around in Flatcar. Okay, so I hand over the mic to Dongsu.
Hi, my name is Dongso. I have been working on Flatcar several years, and I mainly take care of security updates recently. And Matthew?
Hi everyone, my name is Mathieu, working in the Flatcar team too. Currently working on the ignition upgrade and the OpenSSL v3 upgrade. Let's hear from Kai.
I'm Kai. I'm currently working on cluster API topics in Flatcar and also like long-term team member. Okay, who's next? Aniruddha?
Hi, I am here the open source contributor. I'm currently working on the integrating Fleetlock client to the locksmith with Matthew. Yeah, that's me. And Thilo.
Hi, I'm Thilo. I'm the manager of the team that helps maintaining Flatcar, although we absolutely welcome open source contributors like Aniruddha.
Do we have anyone else? No, I think that's it. Okay, so let's move ahead. Okay, wait 1 minute. Okay, so quickly jump to the state of the current release. So we released yesterday the alpha, stable, and the LTS version. So we have a minor release for maintenance release for stable and LTS, and then a major release for alpha. But we have a regression down. So would you like to take this?
Yes. So usually the kernel releases, stable kernel releases with point releases like 67, those should not have any bug. But in these rare cases, we hit another rare cases of Mellanox driver, so coupled with bonding drivers in the Linux kernel. So that resulted in network unreachability. And in case if users are using C3 small instances or other large instances on packet slash Equinix method. So we spotted this issue just several hours ago, and so thanks for all folks who helped me debugging the issue. So right now we stopped on our updating server to not update to the latest releases alpha 30.05 and stable 29.05.2.4. And from now on, it should be okay. But unfortunately, last night, many servers already downloaded the new buggy releases. So it should be, could be an issue in the near future. So we should be preparing fixed releases soon. Also, we should revert the symlink to a current symlink on the Flatcar origin server. That's all from my end. Saya?
Okay, so thanks Dongsu for the update. So okay, so after the meeting we'll revert back to the alpha and stable to the previous symlinks, and beta was not affected, but because it was released a couple of days back and it does not have the affected kernel, and yeah, so that gives the current state of releases. We are preparing next week for the next set of releases. So we can quickly jump okay, so yeah, so this is one announcement. C Groups v2 has landed in beta now, so it's a good time to start changing before it lands into stable. And if you are already yeah, so it is a good time to like start have tests around in your infrastructure, and if you have issues, please file them so that it gets a better visibility in the team and we can file them as soon as possible. Okay, so quickly jumping over to the planning board for the next releases. I will stop sharing and share the screen again. Is the screen visible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so is William around? No. No. Okay, so so before we start off, so in last from the last release, we have started to look one release ahead. So the planning for the 18th October release is here as well. But before jumping on to that one, I'll let's discuss on what's the state of the next release, which would be probably which would be pushed out around 4th of October. So the next release, we are having a few of the packages that are getting updated, which is this list has not changed a lot, but we have a few packages that are still in pending. We know Orco Probo wanted to pick a couple of, so we might need to ping him that we would start the release around Friday. So if he wants to submit a PR, it would be good if we can do it before that. But we have ideally curl, Git, Polkit, libgcrypt, util Linux, and Vim, which are kind of not yet started, and then we have systemd, which are almost towards the finish line, and then we have two packages which are already merged. So so one thing I was thinking, like, how is the workload for the team, so that do you think we can achieve this package in this release? Because right now I'm currently working on pushing systemd, and with the other things I might pick up like one package more. So do other folks like Dongsu, Matthew, do you think you can pick one package? Or
Yeah, I think it's okay. There are mainly in the portage table overlays, so it shouldn't be that difficult to upgrade these packages. And the Polkit one is about to be merged, I guess, because we have correct commits and the CI is quite good. So that's good news.
okay, cool. Yeah, so we just got an update on Polkit that it's almost ready. So hopefully we can release it next week. So okay, so I'll keep it as it is. If not, we will move the packages, the pending packages, to the next release. And as of now, we have Kajime did a bunch of package updates in work for the Python 3 upgrade. So we have a lot of packages in there, and yeah, those are mostly going in along with the systemd, which should be merged by this week. And Yeah, so one pressing question I wanted to ask, like we haven't done stable release in like from July. So do you think I have put in like for the 18th of October release, I put in like a major alpha and a major beta. So do you think we should do a major stable as well?
So I guess it's going to be a big release because we have the C groups v2, we have the SE Linux update in it also.
Yes.
So, but I think it's better to do it now rather than continuing to sorry, I have someone at home.
No worries. So yeah, so it's the same thought. So rather than accumulating all the releases and then pushing out a big stable release, it would be better to divide this chunk, because we would again have the few of the like the system upgrade and stuff that would be coming in the next one. So it would be good to push the small and then a few other packages. So it would be good to divide it into two smaller stable rather than having a big one.
Yeah, I agree. I think we've been waiting for a while with a new stable release now, hoping that ARM64 and System B249 get in time. But I mean, it's actually a very good idea to stagger those and to wrap up a stable right now, so everybody can deal with the C groups V2 fallout, and then in maybe 2 months later wrap up everything in the stable that then ships the latest system D and full ARM64 support. That makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
I have a quick annotation to the OpenVM tools that is planned for the next release. That one usually is a very low-hanging fruit. So if there are any pickers that just want to bump this and want to try their hands, we almost never ran into issues with upgrading OpenVM tools, as far as I recall. Just saying.
Sure. Yeah, so what we can try is that we can try to get them, because most of them are from Portis. So we can try to just update and trigger build and see how things looks. And if not, we can always we can throw them into the next one. But yeah. So anything else which folks would be, so we have a one thing which I just talked with Kai before this meeting. So we had like this placeholder thing. So a community member actually created a toolbox PR. So I'll just update that after the meeting. This is in the plan section. So anything else that you would like to discuss? Any concerns? Okay, so in that case, we are good. Yeah, so we are good. I'll just quickly move to the next one, this next slide.
I think you're muted, Cyan.
Sorry, yeah. So yeah, so feel free to join in. As we mentioned, there are a few packages that needs update, and they are pretty straightforward. So feel free to join. And if you are facing issue, we are very active on the Matrix channel, which is Bridge to IRC. So feel free to join there. And yeah, and like even if you just want to talk about the community and stuff, feel free to join in and share your opinions there. And we will see you folks in the next community call. Any question before we part?
No, it's okay.
Cool. Thanks everyone for joining. Have a great rest of the evening.
Thanks, Cyan. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for running the meeting, Cyan. Bye.
Bye.